Stuck in Vermont.
This is technology they would actually use to make a video game. I mean, they used something like this for video games that are out right now.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name's Ava Solberger. We are here at Champlain College's Emergent Media Center in the Champlain Mill in Winooski, Vermont.
It's getting me the experience that I need before I go into the industry.
I really enjoy programming. It's fun to play with code.
I haven't met anyone here who hasn't thought that this isn't what they want to do.
The EMC is an academic center that hires students from Champlain College. They get to work on real jobs, in groups, and they actually get a paycheck.
I knew we were doing an educational model that was really different. And I'm a real believer in experiential learning, which means you do it yourself.
Being creative and getting to do the kind of things that you want to do. You get to make games.
The Emergent Media Center is going into its 4th year.
The Emergent Media Center itself hires people from all different majors. Like, we have business majors, graphic design majors, game designers, game programmers, game artists, but we've got everyone from like every major here.
The EMC represents a lot of opportunities that you wouldn't normally be able to get elsewhere, even in an internship.
Well, you get paid for one.
It's not like having a regular job. It's like you really feel like you're moving toward your career goals.
A lot of people associate the word work with like something that's tedious, but I really like doing this.
It gives us a different sort of motivation rather than just to get a grade. You A, want money, and B, want to see this finished.
We have all the equipment here, all the new softwares that they're using in the industry, we're using them here. I mean, the meetings that we have, the discussions that we have, it's pretty much like actually working in a real environment, professional environments.
Here is kind of preparing me for being the person that I'm going to need to be in the future.
The amount of things that come out of here would surprise most if they really saw what was going on.
Here is this group coming to us. This is their problem. How can we use media to address this issue? Whether it's finding a solution, causing a behavior change, or letting other people look at it.
Recently working on the UNFPA project, which is a game to end violence against women. And we're targeting young boys.
Personally, I've never worked for a cause this big before, for something this serious, and I wasn't aware of how bad it was until I was put on the project and we started really talking about it.
But the students are the ones who came up with the idea, looking at it, well, we're talking to young boys, and it's global. How do you talk to an audience that's global? And they said soccer.
I am programming a soccer player.
Right now, what we're doing is we're preparing the first episode for release to the UN.
I'm doing a lot of things here that I wouldn't have done in classes normally. Like for this, I'm doing basic artificial intelligence and decision making.
How it's going to impact the young people actually playing this is huge.
The gratification you feel when you know you did something that's going to change someone else's life.
The kind of games that you get to work on here are serious games, so you really feel like you're doing something while you're here.
People are actually going to play these games.
I just finished up the cystic fibrosis game, and you play the game by breathing into this, and these breathing exercises are hopefully strengthening them and loosening up all the phlegm in there, and hopefully will help them live longer.
I don't think I ever really told myself I wanted a job where I was going to change the world, but the fact that I was given the opportunity to do it in college was something that I couldn't say no to.
Hopefully they'll go out and eventually in their career be able to create technological media that can make our world a more human place.
You can actually watch what I'm doing on the computer screen.
Boston and Montreal, which are both really close.
One of the strengths of Vermont is that we really look seriously at issues and we do it in a different perspective.
Vermont's been putting so much energy into technology and keeping young people in Vermont, which if you have a game industry, like there's lots of young people who want to come to Vermont.
I feel very confident that I could converse with almost anyone from the IT guys all the way up to the CEO and understand what they were all talking about.
The game industry is really tough to get into.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely getting me ready to get a real job in the industry if I wanted to.
I joke that I'd like to make one of those internet games that's really popular, like RuneScape, and even though it's kind of lame because those guys make a lot of money off of it, a simple internet game.
My dream job is animation, studios like Pixar and DreamWorks.
I'd like to be a producer at a big entertainment game industry.
I actually want to be a sound designer.
Still programming video games.
This Monday, October 26th, is Vermont 3.0. You can meet innovative, green, high-tech Vermont companies and find out how you too could start your own business. We'll get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon.
Since I was, I think, 7, I always wanted to, I was just fascinated by all these movies, like the Disney's movie. I was just like, that was just like something magical, you know. You see actually something moving on the screen. That's a drawing. I was just like, wow, this is definitely something I want to do.